From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up! 80 weapons! Here we go!
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Back! Tight dog! 30 seconds! Alert 3! Go!
On second down, it's Pollard. And an alley to run. Now he's into the clear. The 30. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 71 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Kill. Jim. And 80.
Henry. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the screen. Slam. Shit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
X3, 218, chop.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Lady. Shit. Undercrush.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Now Pollard. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that's caught by Smith. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson, open man, Butler complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Red 80. He's checking. Red 80. Set. Red 80. Whip. Watch the whip.
Derrick Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Check.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
We go, son. 50, Mike's 50. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check, the lady.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He gets this one to Boyd. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
We go, son. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Lady. Watch this.
A first down carry for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, Delta. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
26 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
I got it.
Now Darnold. Space to maneuver at the 40. He completes it to Boyd. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A first down throw, Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's go.
To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, Henry. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to go up top for the end. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Myers connects on the PAT, and a route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now it's Darnold. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. This is brought in at the 21. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson looking deep for Jennings. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Right there, 54, right there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Get the ball. Mike 5-4. Watch the fly.
Here's Jackson throwing again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Again, it's Henry. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Mike, 28. Mike, 28. Red 80. Cut. Hey, number 20. Smooth. He's coming. He's coming. Check in. Watch the out. Watch the out. Mike, 28. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, here we go, yellow lady. Wide.
Darnold from the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 33 and a first. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Bravo! Watch the pass. Yo, lady. Mike 55. Watch the run. Watch the run. 6 guys. Here we go. Sponge. Yeah, lady. No.
Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you're trying to find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
Hey, orbit. Check 55 for Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Check forward. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Taco Charlton picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
He's crashing. He's touching.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd down and 10, Darnold. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Darnold now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Darnold. He's going to loft one, deep left side. It's caught at the 10. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50.
Back to throw, Darnold. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To the air again, Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
25, check 25, check 25.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, come on. 4. Watch the run, watch the run. Shoot.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
54. I got one. Right there.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And he finds his man. That's Butler. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike Hall. Mike 54.
They go play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. Now it's Jackson. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And that's caught by Smith. And finally, down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first down, Darnold. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I smell fear in that offense.
Darnold down to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The quick slant caught. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very... And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jackson now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Now Darnold. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson going for it all. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Mike 5-4.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Darnold on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Tighten down. There you go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flushed out right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Mike's 54. 54. All day, pump. Right there.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Dallas, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.